Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all been well. Today's one is a video that I've wanted to make for a while and I've had the script in bullet points since August but just never got around to finishing it, but finally here we are. Before we start, a mandatory disclaimer. You may like someone who's not on this list, or may dislike someone on this list. We all have our opinions. Just because ours differ does not make any one opinion more or less valid. And with that said, let's get into the video.
시도 획게 여긴 허세 없는 natural 유기농 100%.
First, I want to talk about what I think makes someone a good performer. There is no specific criteria because of all the different ways someone can act on stage and still be entertaining. There are things that are always apparent in good performers though. One of those being passion. I want to be able to see someone enjoying what they are doing. Show me that you enjoy this and don't just do it because it's something you have to do for the job. Next, be versatile. Show everyone that you can go out of your comfort zone with something new and still own it to the best of your ability. Finally is confidence. Because with confidence comes just about everything else. Charisma. Personality. If you look unsure and timid on stage, you will never command the attention more than a confident, sure performer does. Confidence is at the core of almost everything that I think makes a good performer. You may not be the best dancer, singer, or rapper, but if you have the confidence to carry your performance on stage, it becomes less noticeable. Because people don't remember that time your vocals faltered slightly when they saw you live, and instead remember that day they saw you live and you gave them the show of their life. So with my criteria explained, let's get into the video.
아무도 답을 못 내 우린 끝이 보이지 않잖아. 하루도 빠짐없이 써서 괜찮진 않지만 너무나 원하니까 이럴 가치가 있다. 그동안 그러해왔듯 널 위한 대가를 치르면 되잖아.
Dawn is someone that I don't feel we have seen his full potential yet. He was my first ult back when he was still Dawn of Pentagon, so I have a lot of love for him and could go on for hours about how he was absolutely failed by P Nation and could have so much more presence in the industry than he does right now. Had P Nation put more effort into him. One of those reasons I believe he could is his performance skills. Dawn doesn't try too hard. He doesn't overdo it and it works so well. Even just through performances you get a real sense of his personality. He performs in such a Dawn way and this has been consistent through his whole career, from Pentagon until now, as a solo artist. Whether that's the quirky, over-the-top, eccentric side of him or the nonchalant, relaxed side of him, he adapts and molds the way he performs to fit the song, the atmosphere, and he pulls it out the bag every time. He would have to be some sort of decent performer to be able to keep up with Hyuna on stage, but we'll get to her. Dawn has this incredible aura to him. I can't help but watch him when he's on stage. He was always my first pick for a soloist from Pentagon, and although I would have preferred the solo career to happen under different circumstances, I'm glad we got to see him as a solo artist because he really is just so interesting and captivating to me. He has this almost nonchalantness to the way he performs where he doesn't seem to pre-plan or think about how he's going to perform, but instead just goes on stage and lets the music and atmosphere of where he's performing influence him. And that's how he can carry songs like Gorilla and Dawn Did It On, but also Ping Pong and Stupid Cool. He just throws himself into whatever song he's presented with and absolutely owns it. It seems only fitting to move on to Hyuna after Dawn because both partners in this couple are exceptional at what they do and you can always count on them to serve a performance, individually and in a group. You can tell she's been in this idol shit since she was 14 because Hyuna gets on that stage and will deliver her best every time. I remember one of the first times I saw her was her performance of Lip and Hip at the Melon Music Awards in 2017, and still to this day that performance sticks in my head. I think that really highlights what a master of her trade she really is. I still remember a performance I saw best part of 5 years ago now. Hyuna has this uncaring enthusiasm about everything she does. She acts like she wants to, doesn't change or mask her personality to be palatable. She is so unapologetically Hyuna. What being Hyuna can and does change across her growth as an artist but still stays simple at its core. She's Hyuna and there's not much you can say or do that will change it, and that's why I believe she's so engaging to watch, because if at her core she's in some way staying true to herself, she can throw her whole self into whatever she's doing at that moment. I don't think you could be as consistently loved and successful as Hyuna is in all the avenues her career has taken without being the reliable, solid performer she is. She is always engaging with the camera and or the crowd in some way. She just exudes confidence in everything she does. This is the core to her performance skills. Unwavering confidence and showing just how much joy and enjoyment she gets out of performing. This also reflects on the crowd, because if you look at concerts or university festivals she performs at, the crowd is so loud and always looks like they are having so much fun. I would love to see her live so much. She is such a gem in K-pop.
If you don't know, now you know. Okay, deal.
You know I couldn't be a MonstaX ult and not talk about him on a list of idols that I consider the greatest performers. Honestly, MonstaX could be on here as a group. I think they are a group of strong performers. They are a group that gel so well and are just unmatched for me. You could get into them now performing as a 5 and not know that they were once a 7, because the stage never feels empty or lacking performance wise. They know that they have 2 members less now and in turn come back every time stronger than the last, because they are all just that good. But I think Joohan is the highlight of great performers. He is someone that always has and always will thrive on the stage. The stage is not something that he just has to do because it's part of the job. It's not something that intimidates him. It's the place he thrives on. The place you can tell he loves being. Watch any fancam or focus of him at any time. Music shows, concerts, whatever. You can just tell he adores his job. He is a true natural born performer. This is not something that has developed over his career. Even back in No Mercy, he was the best performer there. In duo missions almost always outperforming the other contestant. He started great and has only continued to improve with experience. One of his performances that I consider the peak of what he can do is a rap line only performance of Triple Rhythm. Not only do you get the true picture of his overflowing rap talent, but the way he and Changhyun just overtake that stage, and they don't just ask for attention, they command attention. I remember I watched this with my mum in the room once, and even she couldn't take her eyes off of it. She even commented on how good the one in the red was. You can tell just by watching Joohan how much passion and love he has for music. How much he loves getting on that stage and performing the songs that he's written and or produced. He would be wasted in absolutely any other career because he was born to be on the stage. He's intense in the very best way possible, but also can absolutely tone it down or change it because he's so versatile due to his overwhelming skill. I know some people say he's scary or tries too hard, but yous are just so used to mediocre, flat performers that you see someone that throws himself into everything that they do and you get scared. Joohan never performs at 80% or 50%. He always performs at 110%. I'm sorry, but anyone who won't stand MonstaX because they're scary, this is not a safe space for you. I'm sorry, but I think you guys are dumb. Anyways, I could go on about how truly great I think Joohan is, but I think I've talked for long enough. Go watch literally any performance or fancam and you'll know exactly what I mean. Joohan is such a special idol, and I really hope we get many more years of him, because it will be such a loss to K-pop the day he retires. She's the most recently debuted on this list by quite a lot, but I literally cannot stop thinking about her, and she isn't even my bias in sserafim. Already she is excelling every time she gets on that stage. Even at debut she was engaging, charismatic, and just exuded confidence, so I was very excited to see her improvement at their first comeback, and I was not disappointed at all. I'm unsure whether it's the change of mood from fearless to anti-fragile that let her show her versatility and her energy at full, or what, but even from her incredible performance at debut to now, she has just got even better. Her performances are incredibly fun and bubbly and let her personality shine through. She's feminine yet tomboyish, cool, calm and collected while still being incredible good fun. She is a natural born idol. Yunjin's performances just make you want to get up and join her. She's got this playfulness about the way she performs and carries herself, and it's really amazing to watch her grow even over the 6-ish months sserafim have been around. I'm so excited to see where even just a year from now we'll be with her, because she's so interesting and exciting. I think we are seeing the foundations of the next big thing in not just Yunjin but also sserafim as a group, and she will definitely play a big part. I'm not sure if anyone will understand me, but do you ever watch a rookie and just get so excited over their potential? Hybe and Source, you better not fumble this. She is one of the most engaging rookies out there right now, and I just cannot wait to see where she goes in the future.
찾아가 다시 또 pressure 너만 대답해줘 지금 날 떠나도 잠깐뿐이 갖고 느껴져 들려줘 내게까지 다시 속삭여줘.
Fun fact, it's actually illegal to talk about the best idol performers and not include at least one member of shinee. Shinee has more stage presence as a 4 and 5 member group than some of your faves with 7+ members. So I must talk about the main slayer, Mr. Lee Taemin. We'll start with the obvious. Taemin is the best dancer in K-pop. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. He is the best. He is your idol's idol. But that isn't what makes him so good. While it helps, yes, being a good dancer isn't what makes someone a good performer. Taemin is engaging and versatile. He is confident and knows exactly what he has to do on stage to deliver a performance. Whether that's energetic, cheerful performances or mellow, toned down performances. He can do whatever you throw at him and turn it on at a moment's notice. As soon as those curtains open and that music starts, he switches and he knows exactly what he needs to do to deliver his best every time. Never letting his presence or energy dull for a minute to create an unforgettable performance every single time. There's a reason everyone knows who he is. Shawol or not, because not only does he consistently put out bangers, but he will also perform those bangers like it's his last ever performance. He's one of those idols that is meant to be on stage. You can tell it's the place he knows he excels and is most confident at. He has just an incredible aura that you can feel even through a screen, especially when performing songs like Move, that allow him to take his time and calculate his every movement. He just draws you in and captivates your attention right away from start to finish with this incredible, almost mysterious and suspenseful mood and atmosphere around him. This is why I would dare say he is the best performer in K-pop. He is an incredibly special idol that I don't think K-pop will be the same without, because he is still unmatched. 14.5 years after his debut. If you're unsure about what I'm saying, just go watch him on his own, or even better, go watch literally any shinee world performance of them as a group and you will come out a changed person. Trust me.
휩쓸려 내게 좀 더 깊이 내게 좀 더 깊이 내게 휩쓸리지 내게 좀 더 깊이.
Hybe is someone that is calm and confident every time she steps on stage, and that's really evident in how consistent a great performance is from her. She is obviously confident and knows exactly how to command a stage every time she gets on it with no hesitation. Hybe is powerful and confident without overperforming. She knows exactly how to play to the song. There is an effortlessness to the way she performs. She's been in this shit long enough and she knows she's good at what she does, and that reflects the silky smooth charisma she has on stage. She never looks uninterested or like she just wants to go home. She loves being on stage and makes the most of the time she is performing. While I think she definitely suits songs like Step Back and Deep, she can also do Forever One and Lionheart just as well. She's versatile and confident, with a skill and polish that comes with being an idol for as long as she has been. Her performances never feel clunky or underpracticed. She never looks lost on the stage or timid. I love watching performers that obviously enjoy what they do, and it's one of the reasons I enjoy watching Hybe so much. She clearly loves doing what she's doing. I feel she really excelled recently in Forever One. Look at any fancams from that song and it's so evident she is loving being on stage and singing as part of SNSD again, and that's just so unbelievably great to see. She's never just done the bare minimum and always gives her all in everything she does, and she always has done in her 15-year career. A true queen. I really hope yous enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for the late upload on this. I've been struggling to balance editing, exams and my other hobbies even though I don't even attend full-time school at the minute. I'm still gonna do my best to get at least one video out a week though because I really enjoy editing them. It's really quite cathartic for me. This will almost definitely have a part 2 because I already have some other idols part of the script written out. Thank you all so much for 500 subscribers, that is actually insane. I'm so grateful for every one of you. Please let me know in the comments who your favorite performers in K-pop are and I'll see you next week.